Yeah, I just wanted to let him know that, that's my game. I'm going to run at players, and sometimes I need a bit more protection, when players are purposely trying to kick me. So that's what I was letting him know.
Yeah, you're watching from the bench for the last 20 minutes or so. A few scares at the end there, little nervy moments.
Yeah. Of course, that's the Premier League. Sorry, that's football. But we've been in that situation a lot this season, and we've come out on top, and we did that again today.
Yeah, you look like a tougher, more resilient side right now.
Yeah, we are, and you can see that, and it's a process. We've been working on it for a while. Last season we weren't there, but this season we've been much better at it and seeing our victory, so it's helping us get more points.
And you're getting closer. You get back into that Champions League for the first time in 5 years.
Yeah, that's the goal, but of course, as I keep saying, we have to stay humble, treat every game like a cup final, and we can achieve it for sure.
Well done, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, well done indeed, and well done to the young man that gets himself Bukayo's shirt as well. Look, we'll talk about the talent, we'll talk about the football in a second, but this conversation about the mental resilience and the mental strength to see out games like this, that does look better. From the teams that you all played in, what is it that's given them that, do you think?
Well, I think it's been about Arsenal rebuilding their reputation, because you do that over many years. When people know you're a soft touch, they think that you're going to, at some point, you fall over. Now people are getting a bit of a taste of Arsenal. They realise it's stronger, it's totally different. They're playing with this nice, constructive football, but they're also going to be resilient. So Gabriel today at the back was really strong, tight, strong. Ben White alongside him, Partey in front, never really ventured too far. So it's nice all over the pitch, those compartments, everybody doing their jobs, know their role and responsibilities, with the ball, without. Perfect. Get the job done and clear off home, 3 points in the bag. That's what you want to do. That's what we did for many years. We did that as a team. Just get the job done. Now, there's a lot of games ahead, Jake, and I still put Spurs. Our producer is a Spurs fan, he's in my ear. I think Spurs look favourites to actually make it into the top four. Let's see if they can do it. Arsenal now in the boss seat, I know, but when I look at the fixtures, when I see games away at Chelsea, Spurs, it's tough. I see in Arsenal's hands, they keep performing as they are, they can do it, but there's still a long way to go.
Well, there's a vote of confidence for the Arsenal fans who've tuned into this afternoon's game. I'm surprised you say that.
I don't want to put too much pressure on the
Let's have a look at the table then. Just give us a thought on that, because if you look at the results they've got and the gap they've got, then it is a hard one to say that you think Spurs are going to be in the top.
Well, I said that they're building reputation, and sometimes they've been guilty of a pat on the back, too many pats on the back, and the team then loses that consistency.
Different now, though, isn't it?
Is it different? They have to show that from game to game. Palace next, Patrick Vieira in charge of that team will want to do something against Arsenal. Lots of tough games coming up. They've won 5 games on the bounce away from home. They're showing that they're resilient and they're a different Arsenal. But let's keep our feet on the ground, Jake, and let's enjoy the journey, of course. We'll enjoy that win today. But there's still a long way to go.
But you see them catching them on 6 points with 10 games left to play?
Potentially, because I like the run-in for Spurs. We haven't got it up on there, but the Spurs run-in is...
Well, Martin, I looked at this game as a very tough game for Arsenal.
For sure.
And they've come through it. Partey today, it was immense for me, man of the match. Xhaka as well, both of them together as the defensive midfielders were so strict. They knew their job and they shut out Buendia and Coutinho.
Sounds like you're more confident of a top 4 finish for Arsenal than Martin is.
There's lots of twists and turns.
Yeah, there is loads of twists and turns.
Who do you see getting it at the moment?
I think Arsenal. I feel that, yes, they've got tough games. Their game in hands are Chelsea and Spurs, is it? But they've got it in them to beat them teams. When they play like they did today, so strict, Saka's in the form of his career so far, I think they can do it. What about you, Colin?
I think it's false humility from Martin.
Martin's looking for the fixtures. I know you so well.
And he's trying to make a case for Tottenham. I think Arsenal in the driving seat. And I've been critical of this team. I have, but I think today and in previous weeks they've shown resilience. They've shown a tactical awareness, and I think a lot of it comes from Mikel Arteta and his staff. I think they deserve a lot of credit. I think you're looking at a team capable of breaking into the top 4 consistently, and there's their next 8 fixtures, and I think they'll have enough. Obviously, they're not going to beat Chelsea or West Ham, but they could.
Joe,
the others, it's winnable games.
Arsenal are so improved. You cannot believe they lost the first 3 games of the season. It's been 8th place finishes with Arteta. He's been there 2.5 years. Compare the manager to Gerrard today. He's only been there 4 months. Okay, and I do feel he's got an outstanding team to work with, and it's going to be a great story here at Villa. But he's well ahead at the moment, Arteta. He's on course, but we're always sceptical as Arsenal fans. The attitude I take as a supporter now is the same as a player. That's done, the 3 points. Let's work ahead to the next game. Until the job's done, I'll never relax. But they've got a really good opportunity. But they shouldn't let that frighten them. They should embrace it and love it and try and go on and complete it. But if you start listening too much to the people giving you all the credit, then it falls down for you.
Do you think that even for the board and the directors, the possibility of getting fourth, do you think they're ahead of schedule in their plan this year? Because this surprised me, I'll be honest. I thought Tottenham, Manchester United would... 3 months ago, I thought they were shoo-in to finish above Arsenal.
The thing that was what I was really concerned with was that they seemed to be games where they fell away. They weren't able to compete in games. And that's changed.
Yeah.
And if that then takes you to the top four, fantastic. That's an absolute... Yeah, you're right. It's a bonus. But honestly, if Arsenal get into the top four again now, it completely transfers the club. Every club is trying to do that. Spurs want it. Manchester United need it to sustain what they're trying to achieve. But if Arsenal do it, it takes them to the next level. So many players have come and gone from Arsenal in the last number of years. It's frightening. I think 11 players have gone out the door. There's 11 players on loan.
Do you feel that Arsenal need it as well to attract the top players? They obviously need a striker. To attract that top striker, do they need Champions League football?
Of course, like everyone else, they need it. You know, there's no divine right to get there. They've got to earn it. And at the moment, they're earning it.
OK, let's have a look at the Bukayo Saka goal. Because if there was one shining light, it was him today, amongst a host of good performances from Arsenal.
Great talent, you know, a credit to the youth.
You know, he has to get up to speed. He has to get himself up to the level to start games for Aston Villa, because he's Aston Villa Saka, that player with that speed, go inside and outside and can score.
Gabby, were you surprised that Steven Gerrard left it to the 70th minute, really, before he made any changes? I mean, we were talking about changes at half-time. It seemed to be the game was almost over before he actually made those changes.
Yeah, I think, you know, we were talking about Buendia at half-time, wasn't we, for either Ings or Bailey, but they started off the second half quite well, so maybe he probably thought, I'll give them till 60. They were doing quite well pressing, let's give it to 70. And maybe it was a bit too late there, but I think next game... Oh, my earpiece is out. I think next game we'll be looking to get Ings back in, because he's been outstanding since he's been in the team. I
think the problem for Steven Gerrard is to get all of his best players onto the pitch, which is he wants, in the best possible positions, and he's having trouble doing that at the moment. And I don't think you can criticise because he wanted to control the game with Buendia and Coutinho. And Coutinho today was really disappointment, really quiet for a player with such... He's been playing with such confidence. We didn't see him today.
All right, hold your thoughts. We'll carry on in just a second. We'll take a quick...